Let's talk about payola. People pay the people to get on radio.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, the best in the world, Ben Lewis, alongside Addy, the baddie.
It's popping.
And we got Keyz Vango in the building.
Hey, what up? Radio Free Brooklyn, Ben Lewis Radio. How we doing, man?
I'm good, man. You good? Everybody good here?
Rainy afternoon.
He came through with the Henny.
Yes, he did, man. My son Keyz came with the presents, man. This is a message to all y'all artists out there. Bring some hen dog for your boy, okay? Oh, man. But I'm happy to have you on the program again. It's like your third time sitting here with me.
A charm, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know, people like Addy, in case you didn't know, people like sitting down with me.
I think people like sitting down with Keyz. I got to see his show at the last showcase, and I definitely became a fan.
Thank you, appreciate it. That was a good show.
You really like captured the audience and everything, and like I was like, you going places because your ability to just juggle so many of your different talents and command the audience at once was really awesome.
Thank you.
You know what's crazy? I met Keyz Vango at a producer battle. I didn't even know he made music.
Yeah.
I didn't know he made music. I met him at a producer battle, which he won, by the way.
Shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, all right,
Gemini.
This is a dope producer, and I guess he was producing beats that was too fire. So he said, "Can nobody do these beats justice but myself?"
Got it.
So he started making his own music, and boom, there you are, man. You got the opportunity to do Battle of the Bands at Afropunk.
Yeah, man.
And that's kind of where I wanted to start, man. Talk about your experience with that, as far as like garnering the votes to get you there, and like what was it like? You know, a little disappointment there. You didn't win the showcase, but what was your whole experience like with that?
Yeah, man. I mean, so first and foremost, I mean, like, even though I didn't win and, you know, go to the finals, for me and the team, it was a win regardless. I mean, I had never been in front of a stage that big. It was like at least 200 people in that room.
There was a lot of people.
It was a lot of people in that room, which again just elevated everything that I felt on stage. From the whole process, even the voting process of like, I was kind of blown away just by that. You know, like you know, getting votes from people that, you know, it was just like crazy to see that sort of support. Yeah, sort of tangible support, you know what I'm saying? Like, where it's like, you know, like streams is different. You can't always like pinpoint like who's playing this, but the votes was like coming in one after the next and it's just crazy to me that I was just like, wow, this many people like really want to see me, you know, go somewhere with this. And
right, exactly.
That was the crazy, like that was the type of energy I brought all the way up to the stage, man. Because a lot of the same people like yourself that voted to get me on that stage were right there in the audience.
Yeah, so, I voted every day.
Always, man. Like I had like people was like setting alarms just to remind themselves to like vote. I think like my mother was sending out messages to people.
There you go.
Shout out
the whole
to my
church
mom.
Involved.
I had some of the church involved, although, you know, I don't know if they would have liked the second song I performed, but you know love is love anyway.
God love.
Had some grandmother support out there.
Yeah.
Shorty's grandmother like sent messages
Tell
out to everybody.
I can teach them a modified twerk. I already know the granny twerk. I learned
There's
early.
a granny twerk.
Oh yeah, you just like, flop over. Yeah, I gotta show you later.
I don't know.
I don't want to see no grannies twerking.
Leave that on.
Granny twerk team.
Leave that in the corner of Pornhub somewhere. You know, somebody out there watching that right now.
So, my question for you is, you know, did you ever expect yourself to? Did you ever see yourself like? Let's talk about you 5 years ago. Did you ever see yourself on a stage like that?
So funny you asked that. So literally like probably like a year exactly before, like prior to that actual contest, it was like a goal like on a sheet of paper literally, or like in my notes app, just saying like I gotta find a plug for Afropunk. And a year later, again, even the week, like 2 weeks before the voting started, I took a shot in the dark, seeing like a IG Afropunk ad like submit, and I'm just like, I'll try it. And then maybe like
must be a sign, right?
A week, I mean, and even then, like I text my manager right away. I was like, I submitted, but you know, like,
shout out to Theron.
Shout out to Ron, man.
Man.
So you know, like even at that moment when I decided to submit, like in my head, I was just like, you know, I mean, you know, like it's a lot of artists right now. There's a lot of artists, especially coming out of Brooklyn. That are actually doing like incredible things, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm.
You're doing incredible things too. You don't got to be so modest.
You know I am, man. You know, so but it was one of those.
Never know.
It was one of those cases where it's just like I don't even, you know, I just took a shot. And then I tell people this story. It's funny because I was watching like I was watching the season or the series finale of The Office. I was doing something like OD regular.
Yeah.
Chilling, boxes, like doing nothing, getting ready to go to work the next day. And then like I happened to look at my email and saw the congratulations email. And I was like kind of flipping out in my head.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nothing to shorty. I was just like staring at my phone a few times. And then everything else after that was history. I called like a dude, a guitar player that I know. I was like, yo, I think I just made it to the like voting round for Afropunk. I think it's Battle of the Bands. Yeah. And most people who know me, I'm like normally on stage solo. So I hit up my homie like, yo, I think I need at least a guitar player.
Yeah.
He made a couple phone calls after we linked up in the studio the next day, and within like 2 days we had a full piece band.
Dang.
I didn't even know those dudes like 6 days before the show, and we just locked in, got 2 rehearsals done, and we had the show that we had that night. So
Yeah, and that's the
crazy.
crazy thing, like, because usually, and for those of you listening, man, a Keyz Vango performance, he has like instruments set up on every corner of the stage, and he's bouncing around, and he's doing his thing by himself.
He's the band.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what was it what clicked in your head that made you say like, okay, I need to focus all my energy on the performance aspect. I need to get people to kind of do the music aspect for me.
That was actually,
like what made you do that?
That was all honestly, like, shout out to the guitar player who was also the music director, Juan Arango. He's like a crazy jazz cat guitar, like mastermind genius behind the boards as well. So, you know, I hit him up because I knew that I needed someone else that understood what I'm doing on stage, like behind the laptop, but also as a musician. And it was his idea. Like, I mean, originally I was gonna still be playing the keys, but he wanted me to have the freedom to move around and everything. And I wanted to try something different, and I figured, why not? You know, I got this stage that I didn't even expect to be on, so I might as well like go hard or go home. And that sort of opened, you know, as you could tell in the audience, like I was bouncing all over that stage. Like I had never had that much energy. Like
amazing, amazing performance, bro.
Thank
amazing
you, man.
performance.
Second
song.
Kevin
was there.
I forgot Kevin. Yo.
Don't do that to Kevin. Come on.
Don't do that. Yo. Yes.
No, he's a beast. He's a beast. Photographer, beast, videographer.
Like,
yeah,
bro. Like, we gotta talk, bro. But
don't do that. He's under contract. Don't do that.
I saw your
nah, but I gave him Henny though, so he's on my contract. Yo.
all is forgiven. I saw you have a new project late. Is that the project you're currently pushing, or?
Nah, that was I dropped late. That was my most recent project.
Okay.
With that fire joint Night on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just like a 4-track EP.
Dope.
I am working on a lot of new music right now. I haven't really. This is, I guess some people call this album mode, but you know, I'm not really making an album yet.
You got Hold It, the single.
Like so I'm like doing the single game right now. I'm just trying to see where I want to take it next. I have a lot of ideas in the bag right now. I have a few finished singles. I actually have one that I'm gonna be dropping 3 weeks from now, pretty much. October. It's a new the last joint that I premiered at the Afropunk show. So I'm gonna drop that within a few weeks from now. So yeah, man, I'm just moving single after single. I got another one in the bag after that. So I'm just keeping the momentum going and trying not to lose that energy from Afropunk, man, and just keeping up.
Right.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like, and let me just tell you, I boycotted Afropunk.
He did. He was
because Addy was like, yo, I got a ticket if you want to buy it. I was like, no, I refuse to go because they didn't pick my man.
I was trying to explain to him that it's still a really great opportunity that you were able to get on the stage.
She was.
Oh yeah.
That just the exposure alone, like, you know, being in that pipeline of artists that was able to touch that stage is already dope. And like even being able to add that to your bio.
But you know, we don't listen to women. You know what I'm saying?
Don't speak for Keyz. Don't speak for Keyz.
Yo, but yeah, I mean, like in that same regard, like, I mean, again, it was a crazy win regardless of the outcome, because for me, I had never performed with a full band before. So like that opened my eyes, and like there's different things I can try even musically now, considering like, okay, like when I perform this live and play this with a band, I can do different things. So that whole process was like a crazy learning process to me. Like even during rehearsals, I learned different things with Juan, the music director. We were just trying different options, and yeah, man. Like,
how much of a weight did it take off your shoulders to not? Because like, again, knowing that the kind of sets that you do when you perform, like you're pretty much doing everything.
Yeah.
So how much of a weight did it take off your shoulders to have somebody to handle all the music and all you had to worry about was performing?
When I tell you, like, I can't thank Juan enough. Because it's like, I kept repeating that during the process. I was just like, yo, bro, you don't understand. Like, I'm normally like freaking out. Even like the day of the show, I'm just like, it's so many things, you know what I'm saying? And, and it all falls on me. Like, if something goes wrong, I'm the only one. Normally,
everybody gonna be looking
like,
at, Keyz, this guy Keyz Vango is trash. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. This was
probably one of the first shows I didn't have a technical difficulty. You know, like how that happened. You know, it happens. And I mean, this is the first time I felt like an artist. Quote. You know, I walked in and I didn't really do any. I didn't set any equipment up. Sound check. I was there, but you know, like I was, you know, like. On my bougie art, you know, I was just there. Right? I was just there, you know, like I was
with the shades on. I'm surprised you don't got the shades on right now.
I was gonna say,
in the pocket, but I was gonna say
that mean he really fuck with me because he don't got the shades on.
Right?
The first 2 times he had the shades on, but I guess because Addie's hair, he took the shades off.
Since like high school.
Now that you know, rich and famous and whatever, what's the first ignorant thing you gonna buy, if anything? I'm just curious.
Honestly, like the way life is set up right now for me right now, like I'm like all the way off. Like I'm really trying to like buy property. Could be a Crown Fried though.
Black
you know,
ownership.
like maybe I'll do something like that. You know, like
Keyz Vango fried chicken.
It's a franchise.
Niggas that know me knows. They know I be at the chicken spot. So
hey, we all be at the chicken spot.
Like
maybe I can take some of that ignorance and
Ak done raised me.
Yo, maybe you can make a even better like chicken sandwich, a Crown Fried chicken sandwich. You know, chicken sandwiches is all the way.
I might have to hit my mom's up for the recipe. Like yo.
Now you're originally from Alabama.
Bama boy, man.
Oh man, and I know you've been in New York for a while.
Yeah. It's pretty much evened out at well a long time ago.
Is Alabama fucking with Keyz Vango?
Yeah, you know, and I actually want to go down there and like try to do some shows, but I mean it's hometown.
Of course, yeah.
I haven't been in a long time, but I'm also noticing that I'm getting some support. You know, you can look at your data and all that stuff now.
I'm not an artist, so
well, yeah, you can look at your data. You can see, like, apparently, like
nobody fucks with me.
But like, interesting, like, so with Hold It, Seattle is bumping at the most right now. Seattle, and then there's Tuscaloosa, like Alabama. So I'm like,
can I just say, like, Hold It is, to me, I got this like spinning on like my playlist of like songs that I like in the mix with all the mainstream people and everything. Like, Hold It is one of the shits that I bump really hard, like all the time. It is an amazing record, bro. Like, like how in the world did you come up with that?
It just came, man.
I'm just so talented.
Nah, man. I mean, you know, like
this guy.
It just happened. I mean,
he just like tied up his dress to the side and was like, Hold It.
Let the record show that I've never seen.
First. This time the beat came first.
I've never seen Keyz dreads not in that position.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
A year ago, you know, it just changes. Like,
it's a great
over.
I feel like I've known you about a year, and
it was like this last year. Nah, it used to be.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It might have been.
As it grows, what other styles you have in mind?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't.
You're gonna evolve.
This was never the plan either.
Yeah.
It just happened, and it keeps happening. But at some point, you know, I would like to wear a hat again.
Okay.
And that's what's killing. That's really what's killing me most. Like, I was like, damn, like I can't wear this pork pie. I can't wear this fedora or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like.
You do the fedoras? Okay.
Gotta get your earmuff game strong.
Yeah, right.
It's not the same.
You got to put it to the back of the head.
Headphones, as you can see, it's not the same. Like, I figured it out finally. Just trying to.
Nah, yeah, them shits look crazy on your head. I ain't want to be that guy, but.
Is this inappropriate? But how old are you? Because I was looking at your website and you were talking about like time and like talking about like. Yeah.
I'm 14. That's
time.
Just talking about, you know, like time. Like when this was in relation to the album Late, just like, you know, feeling like your dreams, it's too late for you to achieve your dreams.
Right.
I'm just curious as to like, you know, I'm going through the same thing and
I got it in the notes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got nothing in the notes. I did my research. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 30. I'm 30. Surprise, you know.
I know. I mean,
just turned 30.
12.
They're black, don't crack.
We don't crack.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Baby oil every morning on you know, every morning.
What's your routine?
Oil, just keeping it natural. Water, baby oil.
Okay,
regular. You know, like And I got sensitive skin, so I don't know. All that other stuff just doesn't work. My mom raised me on baby oil. She called it grease. And
baby oil or baby oil gel? Because I fuck with the gel.
You use baby oil?
Wait. What's wrong with the gel?
I don't know. I never tried the oil. I haven't tried the oil.
I fuck with the baby oil gel.
Give me the baby oil.
I haven't tried the gel.
Because the baby oil seep through my fingers, and then you know what I'm saying.
I used to hate it as a kid. Like my mom's would send me out the crib.
Yeah,
like chicken. I'm just trying to play ball, and it's like I come out with shiny legs. And I'm just like, I guess.
Yeah.
In football it would have been cool because nobody.
Seriously, my dad tells this story about.
I play. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So my dad tells this story about how I was born light skinned and my mom used to bake me in baby oil and send me outside to play all day. So that's why you black as shit.
But not for nothing, you throw on like a nice layer of baby oil, you're not gonna be ashy.
No, it's
at
true.
All.
Look, I use baby oil religiously. Baby oil gel, the cocoa butter infused baby oil gel. Come on now, you gotta try the gel. Come on now, you got a little something now. All right,
leave him alone. So what made you decide to just be like, fuck it, let's do this career?
I've always been doing music. As you in the bio, there's a slight timeline there, but I think pretty much what it came down to is at a certain point after I was making beats for a while, making beats for other people, that developed into me writing songs for other people, developed into me being on the hook by request by certain artists, managers. They'd be like, yo, you don't sound bad on the hook, so stay on there. And then at some point, it came to a point where it's I felt like part of me was being sort of detached from the idea that I had when I made the record, and when I hand it off to someone else, it either gets wasted, just on a shelf, politics get involved,
or some trash ass person get on there.
That has happened once, and it's just not trash, but it's just man, that just wasn't the vision. And then like I said, take that on top of just putting in 40 plus songs in a folder, and then nothing really sticking because it doesn't fit into the politics of whatever it is, and whatever the industry was maybe 5 years ago, where it's just it's just I'd rather now, instead of just sitting on Night was one of those records where it's the beat was done 2 years before I dropped it,
right? And it's an amazing record.
Just sitting there,
it's an amazing record. That's the crazy thing.
I was shopping it around, but then it was just no one knows who you are, so it's you can't ask for this number, and then you can't ask for these rights because no one knows. So I'm just or I could just drop it myself and stop sitting on this beat for 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. And
so it's unfortunately the time flies when you come in here, but So what can we look forward to? You got any projects coming up? What we looking forward to for Keyz Vango?
October 4th. This y'all gonna be the first ones to hear this. October 4th, I'm dropping a new single. It's called French Toast.
Okay. I love French Toast.
It's a nice fun record. It's actually the song.
I know I liked you, Addy.
Yo, yeah. So October 4th, I'm dropping a new single. The video for Hold It is out right now. If you haven't seen it, definitely hit up the YouTube, check it out.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Tommy Rebel, always making a movie. Yeah, man. So October 4th, we dropping a new single. Dropping more singles after that. Probably gonna close out the year with maybe 2 more singles.
Okay.
And then top of the new year, I'll probably have a nice little EP coming along.
Nice.
All right, man. We're definitely looking forward to that. Tell everyone where they can find you at, man.
Yo, Instagram, that's Keyz Vango. That's KeyzVango. You can also look for KeyzVango.com. YouTube, Keyz Vango is spelled everywhere across all platforms. Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, everywhere, man.
There you go, man. That's Keyz Vango, I guess, for today. Stay locked in. Here and now, Richard C's up next. Do not go anywhere.
Hey.
Everyone stay safe over the weekend, and I'll catch y'all on Tuesday for Brooklyn Bandstand. We out of here.